Happy Thursday. Cyril, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing good, brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just going to ask you how you've been doing so far this week.
Been kind of crazy, actually. I went and I cut wires for a few days because I'm trying to scrape up some fiat money to build my bag a little bit bigger because right now everything's on sale. So, yeah, it's sale time, buddy.
Yeah. That it is. As I said over the last two episodes, Thursday always seems to be the day where it wants to go. So, yep. And that's what it did today.
Why is that? What is it with Thursday that drives the prices down? That's just crazy.
I don't know.
Something in the water, I guess. So, what's up, BTK? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the party, my man. Rose, always a pleasure, my dear. Glad to have you. Wild Angel, my love. Good to see you here. And BTK says, I heard cutting wires. Yes, I was cutting wires. In fact, I'm even wearing my electrical shirt today. Be proud of me, BTK.
You might want to read what he said again.
I heard... Oh, you were cutting wires.
I did. Whoa. So over the last week, the breaker for our living room kept popping. And we couldn't figure out why, but we'd wake up every morning and it would have popped overnight. So on the far side of our house, I was taking, Tori and I were taking the girls for a walk, right? And we went around the side of the house we don't usually go around. And I just saw this big black streak going up the vinyl siding from the outlet box that was outside. Oh, shit. Yeah.
That's not okay.
Dude, I'll send you some pictures of it. Like that, I've never seen an outlet implode quite like that. We got real lucky that it didn't actually burn the house down. The vinyl siding, it's petroleum based. That stuff goes up quick.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. People don't realize how scary electricity can be. Not only can it seriously hurt you, but man, that's the quickest way to start a fire. A little bit of heat, a little bit of spark, and you can burst anything into flames. So, indeed. Wow. Sorry I didn't read that closer there. I will slow down and read slower. Got it. Well, I'm proud of you. Did you fix it yourself, Si?
Halfway. So I removed the old outlet box, cleaned up the wires, cut them back to where they were actually good enough, capped them off, and then I have a certain BTK who's going to be coming on out here, giving me a hand putting in a new outlet box. Because I want to run continuity checks on the wires and stuff like that. But anyway. Right.
No, and that's good because you never know. It could have heated up, could have compromised. Things can go sideways. So yeah, always keeping an eye out. That's the same thing in the crypto market. If you're not keeping an eye on what's going on, man, you could burn down the house really quick and your bag is just gone. So guys, be safe out there. Scammers are running rampant. Things are crazy. So yeah, always be safe.
Yep. Even Balancer was compromised the other day.
Really? Wow, that's impressive.
Yep, it was a hosting issue with the .fi domain names. Basically, a storage place got compromised. The keys to them got given out to access the websites and everything like that. So they basically hijacked the website. So
that's crazy. So Rose says, "Hi, everyone." And said, almost burned the house down. Oh my God, that's good. Yeah, only burn's supposed to stay in the wallet, not on the house. Cyril, man, I thought you knew better than that, buddy. Come on.
Yeah. Fire's so hard to control.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it? So now, Cyril, I had members of the community, and I want to say thank you to the community for reaching out and telling me about this. But one thing that you and I do, we've been in this space a while, so we're really trying to teach strategic investing and things like that. But with the bull market going to be coming here in the next 6 months, year, whenever it shows up, we're getting new people involved. And so some of these new people have really no idea what we're talking about. When we say DCA or CBDC or all that, they're like, what the hell is that? So I want to take a quick minute at the beginning of each one of these guys and remind you that here at Rags to Riches, we want to guide you on your journey. It's all about education. So whether you're an advanced trader and just need some insight, or you're the very first person here, not a problem. We've got resources to help you out. So first thing I want to tell you guys about is on the Down Home Crypto YouTube channel, there's a series called Zero to Hero. And there's a whole playlist. And it starts with episode 1, which is what is a blockchain? Very simple, because if you don't know that, then you're kind of lost on the whole foundation. So I'm going to put a link in the description down below right now, and that's the entire playlist of Zero to Hero. And then, yep, there you go. And it'll walk you through what is a blockchain, what is a layer 1, what is a smart contract, what is a dApp, all these little things up to the point of how to create a wallet, what's a MetaMask wallet, how to create that. And I go through step by step by step. If you have any questions at all, jump in the Discord. Reach out to me, Cyril, any of the community members. We're happy to help any way we can. Now, if you're just egging to buy something and you got money burning a hole in your pocket and you don't want to go learn all the foundation of it, I do have an episode on just creating a Coinbase wallet. Now, a lot of us don't like central exchanges because we don't hold keys. But if you're just starting out and you want to buy some XRP or some Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's a great place to start. So I'm going to share the video with that walks you through how to create a Coinbase wallet. And that way you get at least some starting point. And if you have any questions with any of these, please don't be afraid to reach out. That's what we're all about here, guys.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. And also now, all for everybody else who has been watching, the new polls are open. And I got to say, we had a few new voters popping in and the community's starting to grow. So thank you guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like seeing more votes come in.
Yeah, you're gonna be shocked with the what they voted for this time. Shh, don't tell. I love that look on his face, like, oh god, now I gotta go look. That's what he's doing right now. What did they do?
I won't spoil the surprise.
Okay, but fair enough.
Part of what we do here, guys, is every week we're putting $25 into the crypto space, and you guys decide what we put it in. So, join Discord, go vote.
Exactly. And there is the link to the Discord channel. And if you have problems setting up Discord, not a problem. In the Zero to Hero series is even a video how to set up your Discord, how it works. So we're trying to give you everything. If there's something we haven't covered so far in this educational tutorial video, let me know. I'm happy to make new videos all the time. Love it. So, okay, I think we've covered the basis there. And I want to say welcome to all the new people. If you're there, give us a shout out in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from today. And I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. And yes, Wild Angel says vape the other way. Okay, I will. I'll work on that. That way I don't do the snap, crackle, pop thing. So now, Cyril, now last time we talked about the MetaMask snaps. Have you dug into those at all?
So this week's been kind of crazy. I have not had the opportunity to.
Me neither. I'm guilty. We'll talk about those on the next one then. Now, I did just see an article that XRP is now being utilized for bill paying, like utility bills, renting limousines, jets, hotel rooms, all kinds of stuff. More than just cross-border payment system, they're actually utilizing that for retail purchases. Have you heard about that?
So I remember seeing an article. I think I was scrolling through like the headlines and whatnot, and I saw that. Which company did they partner with again for that?
I don't remember the name. I'd have to look it up. But I know it had to do with luxury services. Is like personal jets and other stuff, right?
Yeah, I remember that. It was kind of like one of those higher class partnerships.
Right, kind of the elite class. Nothing a bald guy can afford, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even afford hair. Come on.
Exactly, yeah. I just use the Head and Shoulders, and that's what I get. Call it Head and Shoulders. That's all I got, man. Now let me ask you.
I almost accidentally killed Rose there because she was in the process of taking a vape, and then I said that she nearly died. So, sorry, what was your question?
Oh no, you're fine. I think this is great. We gotta have some fun. So, Rose, I can just imagine right now you've got tears streaming down your eyes, coughing, laughing, choking all at the same time. Yeah, I know that feeling. I love it.
Pretty much.
I'll breathe later. It's fine. But now, of course, we're seeing more and more of this, and we're starting to see like games that are built off Bitcoin and all these different facets that appear to be coming together. New AIs. Do you think this is starting to hit more of that mainstream level? And how's this going to affect our adoption rate moving forward, do you think?
Well, yeah, there has been a lot more mainstream recognition, right? Prior to the 2017 bull run, Bitcoin wasn't even a household name. Post that, at least Bitcoin was. But now people are learning more about the other main tokens in crypto, like Ethereum, XRP, Matic, right? It's more than just Bitcoin that's out there in the general public now. So as a result, there's going to be a push from brands that want to stay on the cutting edge, right? Just like you had Amazon stay on the cutting edge of e-commerce, and Walmart didn't. And so Walmart fell behind and Amazon took over. Now Walmart's trying to play the catch-up game, but everyone is constantly measuring their app by like, well, this is terrible compared to Amazon's app, right?
Right.
But yeah, so we're seeing that, and companies that are trying to stay on that cutting edge are going to be pushing for the adoption. They're going to be pushing for those partnerships, accepting crypto for things, because they see the potential that is coming. Now, prior to e-commerce becoming a thing, think of how small the market cap essentially for e-commerce was prior to it gaining rapid adoption. So when you see, I view it as kind of a bullish sign, because when you see companies that are trying to stay on that cutting edge, moving into the crypto space, and you think about the market cap growth of e-commerce.
It's a good point. And yeah, looking back, I see the same like you're talking when eBay first came out. You're like, well, why would I do that? I can pick up the newspaper and read it. And then all of a sudden it exploded, and e-commerce did the same thing. Well, why would I order online and wait 3 days? Why don't I just go to the store and buy it? Now it's like, why would I go to the store and buy it when I can just order online? I don't have to leave the house. The mindset's changing, and it seems like every time this occurs, it's changing quicker and quicker and quicker. You notice that?
I have, and I think I had kind of this odd realization moment that brick and mortar stores, they are going to go away. I give it 15, 20 years, and you're going to see a significant reduction in brick and mortar stores, probably completely phased out over the next 30 to 40 years. And I had that realization when I forget what the item was, but it was a Thursday morning. I'm like, oh, I need this thing. I went on Amazon. I went to go order it, and I saw same day delivery.
All right.
and I'm like, this isn't something that would be in stock at any of the stores around me. And that's why I went to Amazon. I knew I needed it soon, but now you have same day delivery, and it's crazy how quickly things can change from what people are used to what they're going to have now. And so seeing companies moving into the crypto space for payment purposes, bill pay, etc., it's a good sign, in my opinion.
It is. And yeah, like I said, I think every evolution is like cut down in half as far as time frame. I mean, eBay took, 3 to 4 years to really take off. And then you started seeing Amazon. It took like 2 years until it really got big. It's next thing you know, it's like, wow, we wake up tomorrow and the world is different. It's going to be crazy.
Happens rapidly.
Yeah. And Wild Angel says, Cyril, don't kill the wife. Is she breathing okay now? Are we good?
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Killer's coming back. We're okay now. Good to hear. John Richter, good to have you with us, brother. And Ags, my dear, welcome to the party. Good to have you. And Ags, I think I'm still waiting on an address because I think we're going to try and smuggle some Idaho Spud bars to Norway. So shoot me your address, my dear. We're going to see if we make through customs for you. And Wild Angel says, hi, John and Ags. John Rick says, good evening, y'all. Good to have you, buddy. So now something else, and I had it, and I lost it, and I dropped it, and it came back. Now something else I just read today is there is they're going to open the first robotic production plant for people, a manufacturing plant. Have you read about that?
Well, I know Amazon has a fully automatic warehouse
Okay.
and production facility. That wouldn't surprise me.
Right. It wasn't through Amazon. It was another place. And I want to say it was Indonesia or somewhere overseas. But it's for residential robots. So like when we all have our own robot, they're actually starting a manufacturing plant, I think first of next year when it goes in.
Nice. So yeah. We're on our way to like either the iRobot or the artificial intelligence movie, AI.
Right.
This is coming.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then, so one of the pieces of news that I just read yesterday, I think it was, is that FedNow is being utilized to pay utility bills and several other things than just federal thing. So, I mean, it went from first the U.S. hates crypto. Now, we're soon everybody. Then the FedNow, which is not crypto-based, and now it's, now we're going to send all your money and give your tax returns and pay all your utility bills with FedNow system. Digital currency in, what, a year? What the hell is going on, man?
Yeah, it's, again, that's typically what our country likes to do here in America is, we realize, oh crap, we're not on the cutting edge of something. Now we got to play catch up, right?
Sounds like Walmart, doesn't it? Well, I think we just talked about this.
Yes, we did. But the problem is, it doesn't really matter if you adopt it or not. It's going to matter more who adopts it first.
Right. Exactly. Because that's where they'll always have the standard. And so, yeah, our problem is here in Americans. And, I'm a proud American, have a military family. But, man, I'm embarrassed about how our country has tried to manipulate, just beat up crypto across the board, hold the little guy down. And some of the things we've done are just sketchy. But it's the best way to find it.
Yep.
Well, glad we agree on that. Okay, Fighting Toro, my man. Good to see you, brother. And John Rector says, I can give you a full rundown on FedNow. John, one of these days, me and you have get together, do a live stream, and let's go through the FedNow system. Because if I remember right, John, you are an actual banker, is that correct? And so, I mean, you know everything there is to know about this.
Yep. Yeah, he's a banker.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I know we've talked about it before in the past. Yeah, we definitely got to set that up. So, John, DM me, man. Let's make a schedule here in the next week or two. Let's dive deep because I'd like to know more about it, and I think it's going to affect more of us than we realize. So, I think that'd be great to get the info out.
Yep, absolutely.
And Funny Choice, a question for you: when you start covering your portfolio, having sold off some elephant tokens, has it hit your first milestone? That's a good question, Cyril.
We have not yet.
We have not. Okay.
Nope.
Have we hit our 2x on our elephant?
Let me see.
Okay.
We're close to it, but not yet, which is why we haven't sold it off yet.
Okay, but now we also have to account for the 20% buy and sell tax.
Right.
10% in, 10% out. So, yeah, definitely while you guys are following along, keep in mind you always have to pay attention to those little details. Like we always say, the devil's in the details. Even if it does a 2x and you don't wait for that 20% and you start selling it off, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. So pay attention to the little things.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And see, Ag says there's a possible flip side. We don't have Amazon or next day delivery here. This kind of makes everyone use local businesses and support local economy instead of big suppliers based abroad. And that's a great argument there, Ag. Because, sorry, like saying, if you get rid of the brick and mortars, there's a lot of mom and pop facilities that are just going to go away. Do you think those are still exist to keep that social interaction, the people that want that face-to-face?
So I don't think that them changing policy or changing what they're using for payment is what's going to be what affects most of those brick and mortar stores closing. I think it's the economy as a whole and the economic policies that are going to wind up leading to a closure of most of those non-corporate owned brick and mortar stores.
And that makes sense. And I mean, a lot of it, I think, falls on us as the people is we're kind of spoiled. I mean, we're really the spoiled brats. We're the Veruca Salts of the world. We want everything now. Plain and simple. I mean, I look at something like, I want that now. It's like, oh, wait, I have to wait 2 days for delivery? No. I remember sitting down 20 years ago with a phone book calling all over like 3 states away. Hey, do you have a part for this motorcycle? And okay, I will drive out there this weekend to get it. And Yeah, now it's like, oh, you can't deliver tomorrow? What kind of place are you?
Yep.
It's crazy. And John Rick says, yes, I learned FedNow before it went live. And see, I thought so, John. We will definitely hook up, my man. We're going to set up an event, and we'll make sure to post it out here so everybody can tune in and bring your questions. John is the master of FedNow.
I mean, I'll tune into that one too, just as a listener.
Perfect. We'll have you on stage with us because you always come up with great questions. I start following shiny objects. Like, wow, cool. I can always reach over. Hey, Cyril, what the hell did he just say, man? Yeah, break that down for me. But it's small words for slow people. See, there once was a banker and electrician from Jersey. Yeah, BTK, that does sound like a joke, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And down the rabbit hole we go. Says, how are you, BTK? I'm good. You? Good. See, the weather is cool, so I have not been bent. Well, that's a good thing. Being bent is bad. And I'm trying to catch up on the chats here.
I would just skip the back and forth between BTK and John, honestly.
We will do that. Okay, John Richter. Okay, so Wild Angel asks, John Richter, what are you studying for? Good question. I totally missed the studying. I was trying to catch up on the chat there. Certification of fraud for banking. Ooh, interesting. Now, John, you and Wild Angel might have to have a chat because, see, Wild Angel works for the state of Idaho. One of the tax parts of the state. She deals with, I don't know what she does. Yeah, sounds like you guys would definitely get along. So hook up the Discord because, yeah, Wild Angel, you might be able to learn some things that's coming down from the FedNow system that will be affecting your job here soon. You'd be ahead of the curve.
Gotta stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. Finance fraud. What a rabbit hole. Yeah, it's almost like crypto. Okay, so I think we've gone down several different rabbit holes so far. Guys, what haven't we covered that maybe you've heard the rumors or you're interested in that's going on in the space? Cyril, what about you, my man? What kind of great life-shaking information do you have for us?
There hasn't been much that has occurred in the space in the last week.
Right. Okay. And yeah, it's kind of stagnant. A lot of
actually,
people.
There is one thing. You remember how, like 2 weeks ago, the SEC filed something to basically dig more into Binance US petition to do that? Well, a judge shot it down. I think it was like 2 days ago, and told the SEC, no, sorry, we're not going to dig into this more. You've had your chance.
We're tired of you throwing shit at the wall and hoping it'll stick, huh?
Right. You're not cooking spaghetti. You're trying to, establish monetary policy.
Right. And yeah, and my biggest thing is how much are they spending, the SEC, for lawyers and all this crap of our money to do us a disservice? What the hell is up with that?
Right. Maybe it's time to defund the SEC.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's. We're at 50% loss. Let's just cash out and call it a day. See, we'll say anti-money laundering. Okay, we'll go with that. A lot of outflow from the crypto. Most U.S. people. Yeah, exactly. And it's getting crazy. Now, I did read. I didn't catch the whole thing, but something about the ETFs. Somebody's pushing for more ETFs, or has there been some acceleration or some changes in that ETF area?
Just some additional exchanges applying, additional companies and funds applying for the spot ETF.
Okay.
I know there's a couple overseas. India, I believe, is one that they actually have a spot Bitcoin ETF for their people now. I think. No, it wasn't China. But yeah, there's like one or two countries that have spot Bitcoin ETFs now. And there's been a lot.
El Salvador's one.
Probably.
Yeah, there are penguins. We know that there are test species. So now, Sarah was thinking about something the other day, and I wanted to run this by you. We're going to go down the rabbit hole here for a minute, guys. So, put on your tinfoil hats. So as we here we go. So as we know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, are top major ones that are getting known. Okay. we know that they have a lot of problems as far as transaction rates, gas fees, things like that, just are not the most efficient for future building. So, of course, something has to step in on that. Now, out of what you've seen, what you've learned so far, are there any layer 2 chains that are really standing out to you that you're going to see dominant in the next 5 to 10 years, in your opinion? Or do you think it's a next generation that's going to evolve here really soon in the next bull market?
Yeah, so I think layer 2s are a step towards what we need to wind up having. But I'm not going to dig into that yet. But layer 2s are kind of that first key step. And when the majority of people start utilizing layer 2s more, we're going to see a shift there. Yes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are essentially the father and son of the crypto space, but so they're the ones that are going to be well known. But there's going to have to be a shift to layers 2s because those transact too slowly to really help with day-to-day adoption and transactions. So something like I know that Polygon is pretty good. I think that with their zero knowledge infrastructure that they're building out, their V2 that's coming out, I think that they're really kind of staying on the forefront of the technology for business integration and application. So as more companies are utilizing crypto for things and it becomes more mainstream, people are going to start thinking about the cryptos that they transact with daily. They're going to be thinking about, that costs 2 Matic, that costs, 1 ARB or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to start thinking in those terms, regardless of what the main currencies wind up being. And so they're going to be thinking less about Bitcoin and Ethereum and more about this is what we use. These are worth that. It's tangible, it's physical. I can touch it, exchange, for these goods that I'm buying here at checkout with crypto.
Right. And that makes sense. Yeah. Because they do have their limitation, how many transactions per second, and then the fees of it, the time for all that. There's a lot of bottlenecking going on. I just don't see how it's usable for a real mainstream application.
Right, and it's not, which is why layer 2s are going to wind up kind of taking over as far as public renown. But those are just a step to where we need to be. We need a different layer infrastructure that can seamlessly cross between other blockchains. It has the backwards compatibility. That's the kind of thing that we need for true solid adoption.
Gotcha. Okay. And yeah, that's why I was kind of curious now. Do you think that one of them, and this is not financial advice, it's just me asking, out of the ones that currently exist, is there one that you see that you believe is going to exponentially grow way beyond any of the other layer 2s, in your opinion?
Honestly, if I had to pick, I would say Polygon. While I personally prefer the Arbitrum network, I don't see them staying as up to date on that bleeding edge of the tech. Yes, they're fast, they're cheap. I think they're pretty good. I like using Arbitrum, but I see that Polygon tends to be staying kind of on past that curve,
Right. They're definitely pushing that front edge of the envelope, just staying right on the edge and something new. Let's try it. I would definitely have to agree with you there, buddy. And of course, Ferret has to pipe in Uber migration. Yes, I read the announcement today, Ferret, and it says you have to do nothing. Just wait, and it will all be done for you. So calm, Ferret Master. It will be handled. Anything else you want to throw on that one there, Cyril? I'll leave it up for a second. No? Okay. No. Running interference there is great. Funny Shore says, like merchants paying the fee for credit card use, could protocols cover the gas fees? Interesting. What do you think, Cyril?
Well, I think that there's going to be part of what we would need for transactional blockchain is instead of gas fees, it's a percentage based on transactions. and it has the network essentially gasless. Similar to, I mean, it's common for like Apple Store or Google Play or whatnot, where they're taking 15-20% of the transactions. And so when the people are creating the price for XYZ, they factor that in, right? So they add that extra. And so you're buying something for $20, maybe they're only getting, $15, but they would have charged $15 for the item. So you're charged 20. That way they still get their $15. So that's going to be more of what I think we'll see us moving towards for proper public adoption.
Okay. And I think you're right. I think it has to go to that point where there's a transaction fee based on what transactions occurring, and it's not just gas across the board. I think it's got to be incorporated into that and going to the appropriate parties. Because right now it's just, here, everybody gets a piece. It makes it stupid. That's like trying to do something on the Ethereum. It's like, that's just dumb. So, yeah, BTK says, yes, Gauss is working towards gases. Go for it.
So let's pause right there because you are past due for your dance off.
Oh my God, my dance off. Okay, we will pause there. And Ags, we will save your question for right after the dance off. So I'm going to leave you. Make sure I come back. I'm going to star you so I can find you again. Okay. So for everybody who voted on the last thing, and if you don't know what's going on with the dance off, so on the Down Home Crypto Discord, and I will put the link to that in the chat right now because the voting polls are open. Here at Rags to Riches, we let you guys decide what we're going to invest in because this is our journey together. And we always do an 80-20 split, 80% to DeFi, 20% to blue chips. We're only doing $25 a week. So that's the cost of like a couple pizzas. And I was thinking about this is anybody can come up with that. You can go mow the neighbor's lawn and come up with $25. I mean, anybody can do it if they really want to change their life. So hop in the Discord right there, cast your vote on what projects you think you want to in the next show. And also everyone who votes goes into the dance off. Now how the dance off works is we put all the list of voters in. The last person standing wins $10, except if it's me. If I happen to be the last one, I add another $10 to the pot and we go again. And we'll keep doing that until either I stop losing or I go broke. One of the two. Or I stop winning. That's what I meant. So let us bring up the dance off, boys and girls. Okay. Share screen and grab Fish Royal and share. Okay. And we had a bunch of new votes this week. So I was really excited about that. Hey, XA Taylor, just in time for dancing, buddy. Now, one more point is if you do win this dance off, you have to DM me in the Discord before the end of the show. Can't wait like 2-3 days on the road. No, you got like a 30-minute timer, guys. DM me, give me your wallet address, and let me know that it's actually you. So take a screenshot that you're watching this so I can verify that it's really you. I'm not sending to a scammer because I want to make sure you guys get your goods. Okay, we are going to do a standard list of names, and we're going to put in all the names right here. So check out this list of names, Cyril. Look at that thing.
That's a pretty long list of names right there.
It is. We're getting some good community action, so I want to thank everybody for sharing this because, yeah, you guys are helping to make this journey great. Okay, we ready to dance?
Yes.
Okay. I was waiting for your response. Like, whoa, was he awake? Where's he?
No, I'm awake. Sorry, I was responding to.
No, you're totally good, buddy. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
Check those guys out, man. We got like a whole chorus line going here. This is great. Oh, sandalwood. Oh, man. 3 new people right off the bat. Ooh.
That's rough.
That almost got me. I'm down to the bottom corner. That's your $10 guy right there. Oh, BTK, buddy. Rooster dodged a bullet. Come on, shake it, shake. Ferret. Oh, sorry, Ferret. Pew pew. And another new guy down. Victoria and Rooster dies. Wow, it's kind of gruesome. Dave Bye took it. Sorry, Dave. Oh, that was a 3-hit. Down to 3. Ooh, I almost got clobbered right there. Bunny Churro. Oh, it's me and Jay Steen. All right. Yeah,
oh,
I win.
Yeah.
Wait. Check that
Well,
out.
you know what that means.
That's right. We take it to $20 and we go again.
Twice as fun.
Yeah, Brett's like, woohoo! Yeah, and you go back in. So, guys, if you got wiped out the first round, not a problem. You're going right back in the pot again.
Yep. It just means now you get a shot at winning twice as much.
Exactly. Pretty sure says, wow, another round. Yep, here we go again. Okay, play again, and I'm going to paste the names right back in again. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
She's like, oh, snap. 10 cents. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big money, no whammies. We're up to $20. I got to write this down so I don't forget. And there I am in the bottom corner again.
Watch you get taken out first this time.
I did. Oh, sorry, guys. I was voting to stay alive to add another $10 to it, but yeah, Sarah was like, nah. John said, damn, boy.
You realize now I have to go test if I have psychic powers.
You do.
Okay.
Ooh, who's left? Dropping like flies. Oh, man, it's like a slaughter fest. Rooster and BTK. You guys better dance. Come on. Ooh, right between them. Dodge, weave. Do the slide. Oh, BTK. Oh. Rooster, my man. Congratulations, brother. Well done, Rooster.
Is he listening? Let's see.
I hope so. He has 30 minutes. Contact me. Somebody better go wake up Rooster.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Of course you are. Each kid said, Roo! Yeah, congrats, Roo. Well done, buddy. And I want to thank everybody for taking the time to go and cast your vote and making this journey great, because we can't do it without you. I mean, really, if you guys weren't here, guys and gals, then, I mean, we'd be talking to each other, and we can do that anytime. It's not nearly as much fun. And Taylor says, congrats, and X says, congrats. And Kilgala, welcome, Kilgala. I saw your name on the voting, so welcome to the community. Good to have you here, and thank you for voting. And Funny Churro says, congrats. Okay, so we ended last time with Ax's question. So let's roll back to that for a second here, because I want to make sure we cover her question. And Ax says, what do you think about platforms or projects offer bounties for outing wallets? They track big investors' moves, but it also makes anonymity in crypto space more difficult. I have no opinion. It's a great question, Ax. What do you think about that, Cyril?
Well, I think ultimately, being anonymous in crypto, like actually anonymous, is very difficult to do, because at some point you got money from fiat into crypto. You went through an exchange at some point. That is all blockchain record. So as long as that exchange knows who you are, they will be able to track every little breadcrumb if they spend enough time. Right. So, are you really that anonymous in DeFi? As far as projects or platforms offering bounties, I mean, if they're paying to accrue the data, that's, as long as that data is obtained in a legal manner, then that's just kind of an aggregation of public information that they're willing to pay to get.
Yeah, and I definitely have to agree. And it's one of those where I've never been a big one on anonymity in the DeFi space. I know some people very much are. And I understand the why, the risks, the threats. You start dealing with funds, things like that. People get sketchy. They get crazy, especially if a project crashes or something's like, oh, I lost my life savings. So we always teach you, do not invest more than what you can afford to lose, because you're going to lose some. It's going to happen. There's no way around it. No one's perfect. So, but beyond that, honestly, just in normal society, the government and all these different places, they're getting your medical records, your purchasing habits. They're tracking what videos you want. They're knowing everything about your life, more than you probably do. And they're selling that to the highest bidder. I mean, that's why you see the ads you do. That's why your phone pops up. Hey, look, this thing's on sale. Oh, I want one of those. Well, of course you do, because they've been tracking you. They know what they want. I think there's definitely some uses if you start seeing large wallets, quote, whales that are moving large amounts of crypto in or out for a quick sale or something like that. I think that can be helpful by giving us a foreshadowing of, hey, maybe they know something about this project that's about to wreck that we don't. So I think it can be helpful. At the same time, it could be used for manipulation. So yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword, good or bad. But anonymity, I don't think it truly exists anymore in this space. Like Cyril was saying, is if you put fiat on the blockchain or took it off, somebody knows it and they know who you are. So yeah, it just depends how much time they want to spend finding it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm glad we got your question answered there, Ags. See, and I got to catch up. Okay, went through that with it. Now another round. I'm catching up here. And Ags said, Wild Angel, DC, I used to be an auditor for the insurance company, probably the same or similar role. Had to sign NDA, so I get to keep all the dirty secrets. Ooh, okay, so Ags knows all about exactly the dirty secrets these people. Good to know. Okay, and see, a lot of congrats. Everybody's happy for pew pew. I am Anon. X says, thank you for answering my question. Absolutely, dear. Did we answer to a full satisfaction? If not, and you got more, you got some concerns, let us know. Happy to dive into it. Okay, so I think we're at that crucial moment, Cyril. It's Bloody Thursday again, but how bloody is it for us? How do we look, my man?
Yeah, let me go ahead and share that real quick. All right, let me zoom in, go to our P&L. All right, so week 17 as the week that we just wrapped up. And despite me taking the prices essentially right after or right before we started our stream tonight, we started the week off with $397.72, ended the week at $394.51, which is a mild loss of $3.21 or 0.81%. So we certainly didn't drop as much as the rest of the market. So
this is true. That's not bad at all. Less than 1%. That's pretty good. And a reminder for the new people out there, it's not a loss until we sell. It's just down from where we bought it. So keep that in mind, guys.
Absolutely. So yeah, after depositing the 25 from this week, we begin our week at $419. So we will see how that finishes next week.
Nice. Okay. And Rooster says, you caught me on holidays. All right. It's holiday. Where's it a holiday at, Rooster? Because it's not a holiday here. It's just Thursday. Okay. So out of those, so right now, what's keeping us afloat the best? What's our best investment that we've done so far?
At this current point in time, that would be, let me look here. That would be Elephant Money.
Still Elephant Money. Okay. Yep. Sounds good. And I know, like I said last time, I put in like $50 a couple weeks ago, and I'm just letting it set. And it's like, okay, I'll check on it about every week, go back and check. But guys, remember that if you start getting in these investments, utilize the spreadsheet. It's on the Down Home Crypto Discord. You can go in and put all your own projects, your transactions. Cyril did a beautiful job of setting it up for us. And utilize that information to keep your investments straight.
Yes. Always track your transactions and be aware of what you have, where it is, and what your purchase price was, how much you're up, how much you're down. Be aware of that.
Absolutely. Very wise. I got to work on that. One of these days, I will get organized. That's the wife's job. I'm horrible at organization. And Rooster says, wedding time off. Ooh, cool. Well, congratulations on the wedding to the bride and the groom, whether that's you or them. Either way. And that's an exciting time. And X says, I seem to miss deadlines for voting. How does it work exactly? Is there a reminder? I found it difficult to vote. Absolutely, Yags. So the timer for the voting, guys, I start the polls Thursday morning. So as I'm prepping for today's show, I create the polls that's going to be for next week. So you have from today until Wednesday at midnight of next week to vote. So right now, jump to the Discord and cast your votes for next week's show. And I always try to maintain that. I actually keep that on my calendar. It says, wake up, do this, do this, do this, and create the polls. Got it. Okay. So, yeah, I try to give you guys 6 days, but it does close at midnight. That gives everybody kind of the set time to get closed up and get all the presentations ready for the stream. And also, don't forget, underneath the Vote Now channel is another one called Discuss the Vote. You guys throw something in there and you want to tell us about it, go down below that and share the link. Share whatever you want about that so we can all learn together. Because, yeah, that's where I'm hoping we're going to see the new exciting things and the huge plays by one of you guys posting in there. It's like, hey, this thing just is about to launch and it's a stupid cheap price. Okay, put $10 in. Hey, look, it's $10,000. Nice. Oh, good question, Wild Angel. So midnight in which time zone? That's a great question. So it's midnight in Mountain Time. So I'm in Boise, Idaho. So everything for me personally is set up at Mountain Time. And so that's going to be, 2 a.m. Eastern Time? Or that's going to put it at, 9 a.m. UTC? Is that right? I think.
I go off of Eastern Time, and no sooner do I get used to UTC being 5 hours ahead of me that we have daylight saving time, and then it's only 4 hours ahead of me, and
yeah. I have the same problem. I don't even try to guess because it changes twice a year. It's like, wait, it was 6, now it's 7. Now, wait, which one? Yeah, I get confused. So Thank you for clarifying that, Wild Angel. And actually, I hope that answered your question. And guys, if you don't know, the best thing is when you're watching the stream right now, open up another tab, go cast your vote. Best time to do it.
So,
okay, are we ready? You sure you want to see him, Cyril? Man, sure. I don't know, buddy. You can't handle the truth. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong movie. And the winner for last week's vote results are... Whoa, why did that look so funky? There we go.
Matic as our blue chip. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. And which one won our DeFi?
Only Burns. I knew it was going to make a case.
Did I not tell you guys last week that we have enough? Pick something else.
Well, unfortunately, I think the community, and I can't honestly say I blame them. I know who runs the project. I know what they've got in the works to some degree. And I think for a solid long-term hold, it's a good long-term. I don't think it's going to make a quick return in the short term. It's a tough one there, buddy.
Alrighty, so we'll be getting our Matic, $5 in Matic, and then 20 in Auburn for this week. Oh, BTK, you voted for paper? Yep, I see your vote there.
Yeah, he voted for paper. And make sure I voted for mass each week till you invest in it. Keep going, Funny. And Funny definitely put in the discussion there. Man, talked us into it. Why should we be buying mass or BTK? Why should we be buying paper? Let us know this stuff, guys, because otherwise, most of us are going to go with what's comfortable, what we know. And and so I definitely want to highlight something that Cyril has said time and time again. So as a crypto investor, of course, we're looking for the good, solid, long-term plays. That's our 5%. That's our blue chips. We've got those. Our 20% is our get-rich-quick scheme, guys. So let's find something. I agree. Only Burn is an awesome project, and I am dollar cost averaging into it regularly. But I want some quick plays. I want to do a quick 2 to 3x and then cash it out, make some money, and then roll that over before the bull market hits. So I think Only Burns is a great long-term one, but we got our blue chips for that. But let's go with something a little more DJ, a little more get-rich-quick to satisfy that gambler in me. So I want to see some good stuff, buddy.
Yep, absolutely. And given how our portfolio would skew, if too many people wind up voting for it again next week, I will veto it and it will go to the runner-up.
Okay. And I'm okay with this.
portfolio balance is important, and that's part of what we're looking to learn here. We're looking to learn those proper balances, picking a couple of decent projects. We got one that's more long-term, but then you're going to want to have ones that are for investing. It's for the quick growth, get your profits, follow the plan, DCA your way out, and then you're good. And then you have more capital. You can disperse some of that into your blue chips, some into your longer term hold, and then now have more to also go invest into other upstarts.
Absolutely. And I'd have to agree. And see, Funny Toro says, I put Explainer on Mass Token in Discord. Funny Toro, are you available tomorrow night? I would love to have you on Freaky Friday tomorrow. And you know what? Tell me about Mass. I want to have a chat with you, buddy. So get a hold of me after this stream. Let's talk about Mass. Let's dive into it. I think it'd be a great time. But something just registered with me, Cyril. It's something that we've talked about previously, which is do not marry a project. I'm kind of concerned that some of our community members have actually married only birds. So I think it would be a good idea that we kind of sever that if we have to for, let's say, like the next month or 2 months. As much as I love only birds, don't get me wrong, unless it sees some major growth or change, I think we need to sever that marriage and have some alone time. What do you think?
Well, I think that we'll evaluate.
Okay.
If I wind up having to veto it next week, then we can evaluate. So
fair enough. And yeah, BTK, you need more burns. So do I, buddy. But those are my long-term plays. That's not my short-term. So that's just my opinion. And don't take anything I say as financial advice. But what I would like you guys to do is do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends about us, because we really want to try to get as many people as we can to start going on this journey with us and building before the next bull market. So once they start watching it on the news, it's too late. All the great deals are already taken.
Yep. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Appreciate you guys coming out on your Thursday night, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week.
Absolutely. And everybody remember tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern is Freaky Friday. And I got a special guest lined up. He's supposed to be setting up his stuff tonight, as well as some of our old-time favorites. But we're going to keep rotating people in. So hop in for Friday night. Bring your drinks. Take your shoes off. Let's have some fun. And I want to say thank you for always taking the time to join us and supporting this great community and each other. Because without you guys, well, we would be bored and we wouldn't be having any fun. So, Ags, thank you, my dear. And they get crypto bookkeeping organized. Absolutely. That's what we're all about. And if you guys have any questions, suggestions, you don't know something, hey, reach out to us in Discord any way you want. Anything we can do to help, we're always there for you. But Intro says, thanks, fellas. And I DM'd you on Discord. Good man, Rue. I will get that taken care of tonight, brother. Congratulations, buddy. And everybody, make sure you get your votes in. Good night, guys. Thank you again. See you next week.
See you next week.